morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Park Semper Fi. I am Chief Warrant Officer Jake Jordan, U.S. Coast Guard retired, and I will be your Master of Ceremony today. Before we start the official portion of our ceremony today, I ask that our guests please silence all electronic devices for the duration of the ceremony. Military members will follow my lead for honors and remain uncovered for the entirety of the event. During the national anthem, persons who are not in uniform should stand facing the flag with their right hand over their heart. Veterans or military not in uniform may perform a hand salute. Retirement ceremonies are a time-honored tradition that formally recognizes the completion of service for military personnel. They mark the departure of our shipmates who have faithfully and diligently served our country and the United States Coast Guard. I want to extend an especially warm welcome to Master Chief Payne's family. Joining us for the ceremony are Master Chief Payne's family parents, Mr. Charles Payne and Mrs. Deborah Payne, brother Jason Payne, sister Angela Payne, uncles Bob Stevens and Greg Foster, family members Rodney Daigle, Ian Tufts, Felicia and Jacob Karp, Joshua Daigle, Annabelle and Trevor Vivich, Phoenix and Allison Payne, and Julie Vineyards, and numerous cherished friends. Let's briefly get to know today's retiree. Master Chief Payne recently served as a Command Master Chief for the Assistant Commandant for Human Resources, where he was a Senior Enlisted Advisor to CG1 on the development policies addressing all issues facing the entire active duty, reserve, and civilian workforce. He also served as the President of the Washington, D.C. chapter of the Coast Guard Chief Petty Officers Association. He hails from San Clemente, California, and enlisted in the Coast Guard in the year 2000. His previous assignments include Coast Guard Station Monterey, USCGC Narwhal, Coast Guard Station Morro Bay, Maritime Safety and Security Team New Orleans, Sector Los Angeles Long Beach, Base San Pedro, Recruiting Office Hampton Roads, Recruiting Office Los Angeles, Personnel Service, Center Surge Staffing Section, and Coast Guard Headquarters, Office of Military Personnel. Master Chief Payne holds a Master's of Communication Management from the Annenberg School of Communication and Journalism at the University of Southern California, and a Bachelor of Arts in Criminal Justice from the Military University. He is a graduate of the Coast Guard Chief Petty Officer Academy, Coast Guard Senior Enlisted Leadership Course, and the Joint Special Operations Force Senior Enlisted Academy at the U.S. Special Operations Command. He has proudly served as an instructor for the Joint Professional Development course hosted at the National Defense University, sponsored by the Senior Enlisted Advisor to the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Master Chief Payne's personnel awards include the Meritorious Service Medal, 4 Coast Guard Commendation Medals, 4 Coast Guard Achievement Medals, 4 Commandant Letters of Commendation, and numerous other individual unit awards. Additionally, he has earned the Advanced Boat Forces Operation Insignia, Coast Guard Recruiting Insignia, Unit Command Master Chief Insignia, and Vincent Dan's Educational Excellence Award. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and help me welcome today's guest of honor and remain standing through the national anthem. Master Chief Payne, United States Coast Guard arriving. Attention to colors. Master Chief Payne and Jason Payne, please join me so we can recognize you more formally. Military guests, attention to award.
Master Chief Petty Officer Payne is cited for outstanding achievement in the performance officer at Base Portsmouth from July 2022 to June 2023, demonstrating superior leadership. He directed a broad and diverse team to deliver exceptional services to over 3,200 active duty personnel across the 5th District, 2 bases, 11 major cutters, patrol forces, Southwest Asia Activities Europe, and 6 other major commands, MAJCOMs. His efforts safeguarded the fiscal integrity of a military payroll worth nearly $200 million and maintained full compliance with laws, regulations, and policies. His direct intervention led to a 50% reduction in pay errors, along with the development and implementation of SPO procedures for active duty and reservists that standardize services Coast Guard worldwide. With exceptional skill and attention to detail, he conducted a comprehensive review of the personnel and administrative division, as well as MAJCOMs in D5, recommending to the Personnel Service Center realignment, bringing over 52% physically closer to their unit and creating significant customer service improvements that are now benefiting the entire community of practice. He guided his division through nearly continuous realignment and adjustment of pay services and efficiently orchestrated the most recent transition imposed by the Personnel Support Initiative. These accomplishments are in keeping with his 22 years of distinguished service. Master Chief Payne's dedication, judgment, and devotion to duty are most heartily commended and are in keeping with the highest traditions of the United States Coast Guard.
I'm not crying. You're crying. Colin.
Annabelle will now present Master Chief Payne with the Presidential Certificate of Appreciation from our Commander-in-Chief.
Chief Payne, I extend my personal gratitude and the sincere appreciation of a grateful nation to you for your patriotic service to our country. Your bravery and dedication in our armed forces helped protect your fellow Americans during a critical moment in our history and contributed to a world of greater security and growing prosperity. Your devotion to duty, honor, and country, in keeping with the long traditions of the finest military in the world, embodied the American ideal of selfless service. Our nation owes you an incredible debt. Your commitment and the example you set will inspire future generations to serve with pride and to keep our country secure. You represent the best of our nation, and I join our fellow Americans in saluting your honorable service. I wish you happiness and success in your next chapter.
Charlie Payne, Phil's father, will now present Master Chief Payne with the Presidential Certificate of Appreciation from a previous Commander-in-Chief, George W. Bush.
Dear Phil, thank you for your service in the United States Armed Forces. I am proud to have served as your Commander-in-Chief, and I am pleased to join your family, friends, and colleagues in recognizing your career and accomplishments. Throughout history, the dedicated men and women of our military have protected our citizens and preserved the ideals that make our country strong. Their courage and sacrifice have inspired countless people and have helped shape America's character. On behalf of a grateful nation, I thank you for your contributions to our security and to the cause of peace and freedom. Your service, patriotism, and selfless devotion have helped advance the universal hope of liberty at home and around the world. Laura and I send our best wishes for health and happiness in the years ahead. May God bless you, and may God continue to bless America. Sincerely, George W. Bush.
Angela Payne, Bill's sister, will now present Master Chief Petty Officer Payne with an additional Presidential Certificate of Appreciation from another previous Commander-in-Chief, President Donald J. Trump.